All right, Pro Dumpster Diver back at it again. Okay, so remember when I ended up showing you a previous video about all of the boards that we basically had? So I'm just on there. So I dismantled a lot of them, all of them. Oh boy, I'm tired. And then what I decided to get is we have capacitors. We have, so if you look carefully, we do have some laptop RAM in here. If you look here, this says 4 GB, which is pretty good. So there's a 4 gig RAM piece in here. I will check this. I might have to clean it up to see if it works first though. All right. Now what do we have is, if you can look at this, it's so colorful right now. I love looking at this right now. We have a lot of capacitors here, different colors. You have a lot of gold fingers. You also have some crystals inside of here. Also, you basically have the chip parts, which actually go into the SB boards for the TV receivers here. You do have a lot of chips. You have a lot of the BPA pieces. We have a lot of the cracked ones as well. We have the ink blotch here. We have some silver ribbon. We have larger boards here. Very, very good thick chips here. This is, let's see what we got. Desktop RAM, 4 GB PC3. Ooh, DDR3. Now, this may be scrap. This may work. I do want to clean it up. It looks like it might have a ridge. But again, you never know. You never truly know. This is why sometimes it's always good to go over right now. Have a lot of more black chips here. Got some silver RAM there. This is a mouse part. We can see it's still sticky. Have some crystals in that. This is very nice gold backing. This part is very interesting. It's a CSI controlled RD converter. Now, I don't know what used ones will go for, but I may have to clean up the boards that it would basically be. Now, someone might use this, to be honest, for a project. If there are projects for this on YouTube, I'll actually see. I'll contact that person and say, hey, I have one right now, which might work out. So again, you never truly know right now. You never truly know. This is a beautiful, huge part right now. This is a very, very nice stash today. All right, we have a lot of chips here. We have more components, and we have another RAM, laptop RAM piece in here. Let's see what we basically got. 4 GB PC3. So we'll put that over there, which is very nice. Okay, if they still work, it's very good resale value. Have a lot more chips in here. Got more RAM. Hold on. We have 4 GB PC3. Let's put that over there. We got another one here, 4 GB PC3. So here's the good part. If I decide I'm gonna sell these and that there and this one is scrap, I'll go ahead and probably have 40 bucks just like that. Probably bargain it down to maybe 30 or so. And then all of this here is basically just extra, okay? So we have a lot of chips here, have, ooh, a double side gold piece here, which is very, very nice. I love the gold part of this. Oh, got another RAM piece here. 4 GB PC3. All right. Now, the way you can tell is that the server ones have 5. The desktop ones will basically just have 4. Have a lot of these pieces here. That would basically end up being scrap. Have a motor and a mount here, which is, again, very, very good. It's good to have this. I do like that. Now, the beautiful key part of this, as we're looking at this, we can move up a lot of stuff here. What we're going to end up seeing is chips, a lot of gold that's basically in pieces, and a lot of capacitors, right? Now, if you look into it, you're going to find a lot of these gold pieces from the actual cards, and this here, you actually have some crystals. These are the smaller ones, but again, they're still very good right now. I do like them. Now, this piece, I have seen these before on eBay, but figuring out where they're from, you can look at the bottom part of it. The bottom part is from a potentiometer, which basically is a turn dial. Okay, very, very nice. This plugs in, and the potentiometer goes right on top of it and allows you to turn that actual frequency, which is very nice. There's about 3 of them in here, which is pretty good. Okay, now the end pieces in here are basically just the actual gold-plated ones there, which are very nice. A lot more colorful ones there. Very, very good pieces, okay? Ink part. This is very nice. Now, what is this? Now, for those of you who actually know KIPK, you actually do have what are actually called lasers. This is a very, very high-powered laser. Now I can see the back there would probably be the heat to cool unit, which is very, very nice. You turn it around, you could actually see the back part of the diode there, and this part, which would basically be the unit to power it to keep it very cool. This is basically the mount to screw it in, and this top screw keeps the diode there. If I unscrew this with my hands, I could pop this gold diode out. Now this, to be honest, if this works, this could actually be turned into a cutting laser, which would be very powerful, okay? Now, there are a lot of hacks online how to set this up. You do need glasses with it. If I decided to power this, I would have to do some research online to figure out what the voltage and the ohms of this would actually be, but this would have the power to actually cut through metal. There are lasers out there that do cut through metal right now, which are very good. Kip K did one which actually ended up cutting through plastic. His actually cut through rubber, and it only cost him about $30. Which is very, very good, okay? So stuff like this I am gonna keep. I'm probably gonna put this into a plastic one there, but you never know what you could actually do for it right now, which is very, very nice. But as we're looking at this right now, okay? So we have a large amount of scrap. Again, this is not just gold scrap. This is not just gold scrap. What we actually have here right now is we also have a lot of these colorful ones here. Now, I saw an Indian gentleman actually just take these suckers and just burn them. He didn't separate them by burned it. And to be honest, you probably can do that, okay? It is gonna take up a lot of time to do it, but I did wanna show you guys what this basically is. This is one of the, it's a very, very nice haul today right now. As we can look and see this here, you basically have the laser, you have the motor mount, you have desktop RAM, laptop RAM, you have the mouse part there, you have a lot of gold fingers, you have a lot of capacitors here, a lot of black chips. Now the weight of this, I wouldn't know what to put the weight. I don't have a scale with me right now. I'd probably say all of this is maybe 3 pounds or so, which is pretty good. Now, did I make my money on this? Yeah, I'd say so. These pieces over there, I can actually sell for about $7 to $8 a piece right now. This will probably go for $5. This laser one, if I do check it, may actually go for $40 or $50. This would be a hobby laser, but here's the problem. This one is a bit dangerous. I have to figure out what the specifics of it are. The gentleman who would do that is Styro Pyro. He has a huge YouTube channel. Very, very good. I love it. Okay, he is one of the best guys out. Hats off to him. You got a motor here with a motor mount. This is actually about $5 or so once you get the spindle for that. And then you actually have the gold fingers in here, which have to be taken out first. That's the highest quality gold scrap you have here. And then you'd have to go on the black chips, and then we can start looking at silver, where we basically would end up actually having, you know, the crystals or so. You know, and then after that you can go for stuff like this, which you can still see the gold. The gold that you see is the best gold yet, because this comes right off a lot easier than black chips that you have to crack down and melt up. It is very, very different. Okay, so one of these days, you know, I have something like this, I have to spill this out, and I separate each piece going into something different. The black chips I'll put into something different. The capacitors I'll put somewhere else. The gold part somewhere else. Again, I like these there. These are double-sided gold fingers. Very, very nice. All right, guys, look at this beautiful set here. Today is very, very nice, okay? This is what I'm talking about. This is worth my time today. All right, I'm gonna go home, get some sleep. I'm gonna probably sort this out on the weekend. Now, how long will this take to sort out? Probably 10, 15 minutes. Who knows, as long as I'm quick with it. But I'm gonna use gloves, which is very, very important. All right, Pro Dumpster Diver is out.